Hey yo, what is up everybody? Howdy, it's itzOniKyle here, and today we have Tier List Tuesday, and today's tier list is going to be about the weapons in Apex Legends. This is season 13, by the way, I think. Pretty sure. Anyways, today we'll be going over the review of what I think the weapon are. We're not going to use supply drop weapons like the Mastiff and everything like that. And we're just going to put that at the end because like they would obviously all take fucking S tier. No questions asked. Anyways, let's get right into this. So, the 3030, I think it's a pretty average gun. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It does a really good amount of damage, and its hipfire is actually pretty nutty. You can make some pretty easy, nice clips with this gun. It definitely gets shit on by the community a couple of times, man, but it's honestly really, really good. In situations, honestly, there's better guns I think out there that fit my playstyle more, but this gun is honestly really good, and like if you pick it up right away, I'm okay with it. I can actually rock with it. There's been some clips I can make from it because it has some pretty good high damage output while having a really nice hit fire, and not bad at all. Next gun is the Alternator. I think I'm honestly rocking it right down in average as well. If I had this loadout, you could still pick out any guy and like try to kill them, obviously. You can compete with this loadout, I should say. That's how I can kind of put it. This loadout's a pretty good one. I think the Alternator is a nice overall weapon. Really low recoil, nice hip fire, not too much of a damage output. So it's something that's not very like skillful, but it's just easy to use. These are what these kind of guns are. I mean, honestly, 3030 isn't, you know, easy to use per se. But yeah, I think both of these weapons are pretty average. The bow check, I think that's our first A tier item. The bow is super good, and it's something that is like you need to use to actually get good with it. The Alternator is not really a gun you need to use to get good with. The bow check is. The only reason it's not S tier is just because nobody really uses it. And now that might sound strange, but usually you might have one person maybe running the bow in the lobby, and if that's the case, late game it's really hard to find the ammo. That's pretty much it, man. No one's using the bow, so you can't really benefit off other players. So it's kind of rough, but it has really nice damage output. It's very accurate, it's quick, and it's silent. People don't know where you're coming from with this weapon a lot of the time. It's 60 damage, 93 headshot or something like that. It's some pretty good damage output for how fast it is. Very silent, very quick. I think it's an easy A tier. The car. Man, oh man, see... This is tough. This is tough, honestly. I really wish the Vault was out of the care package, man, because this would make the subs a lot more fun. But we're going to put it S tier. Listen, the car is just... I don't know what it's been about lately, but it's just been dominating for me. I've been beaming kids with it recently. Yeah, my controller, which really helps, but god damn does this thing shred opponents. Having the ability to switch between either having a light or a heavy mag is also very beneficial, and even just the ammo itself too. I mean, this gun is just so versatile, so you can get it attached up really quickly, and it's a huge help. It's definitely a ripper in the damage area. I think the hip fire is nasty on it, as well as just the sheer amount of output power it puts behind bullets. I mean, the ability to one-clip people with this thing is just so satisfying and nasty. It can really turn the tides in any gunfight. I think that's our first S tier for sure. The Havoc. Dude, this is a really rough one. The Havoc is something that is just disgusting. Like, I feel like the hip fire on this, if you pick this up and you look at somebody, if it's like off rip and you get the Havoc, you're in really good hands, because you can kill them like faster than any gun can. I swear to god, bro, I really feel like that sometimes. It's super accurate. I really do want to put in an S tier, but I think I'll put it in an A tier for now. That little charge up at the beginning kind of gets it. If we're doing order, it's tough. It really is tough to set in the Havoc. It's just not. It's really good, but it's not consistently all the time good. You know what I'm saying? It really is good though. The hipfire on it is really good. If you get a turbocharger on it, it's disgusting. Listen, the IMC armory right now. If you bring the Havoc in here, easy A now. It's an easy S tier. That's what I meant, not A. Havoc by itself, without turbocharger, is probably A. With turbocharger, it's probably S. But we're like saying just pure gun right now. It's gonna be A tier, I'm pretty sure. But with the new armory, the IMC armory, you can easily get a turbocharger. easily. You don't have to find it. You can just go in there with a fucking Havoc and you can get one really nicely. I think the gun overall is pretty good, and even just the amount of like recoil it has is really nice to even control for like a controller player now. Honestly, it's if you don't use the Havoc, start using it. It's good as hell. Charge rifle, man, I do hate this gun. I don't really know much to say about it, man. It's a straight beam. It's very good on mouse and keyboard. I'd say better on mouse and keyboard, obviously, because you can track your opponents in real time. It was pretty OP when it came out. I think now it's in a pretty good place. It's just very annoying to deal with. I'm putting it in average. It ain't bad. The devotion. This is another weapon I don't even use that much. It's the problem with these energy weapons is that they're really good with turbocharger. But it just takes a while to set these guns up. But like if you do have it set up, it slaps. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to distinguish when I'm gonna use these weapons because I barely do. But when I do use them, they really do come in handy. But like it's just not so often. I think I'm putting it in A tier, and it's just for the fact that it just fucking shreds, man. It's very good. Eva is, you know, a care package item. We'll put it down there. The flatline, oh, the hip fire and damage output on the flatline is really nasty, especially when you have that season 4 skin on it. It's pretty much just off rip a solid gun to use. You don't really need many attachments on it. I'd say even like a light mag that's level 1 or heavy mag that's level 1, the white one, gives it 5 extra bullets, which is all it really needs to shine. It's honestly a really good gun, just like basic form. This is tough. This is tough, man. I think I'm gonna put top of A tier. I don't think it's quite S, but however, I think it still slaps in the moment. It's very, very good. Do not sleep on the gun. I'm not saying it's still above average here. That's what I'm trying to say. It's still very, very top tier. I just don't think I have the needs of putting it in S tier. I'd rather rock my car over a flatline, and that's my personal opinion. The Hemlock, honestly, I don't really like the Hemlock that much, man. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes it slaps. I'm not gonna cap, but other times it just don't hit right, man. It's a pretty average gun. Nothing too wrong with it. I'm just saying it's just none in the meta right now, and I don't really have much to say about it. The hipfire is alright, damage is alright, everything's just alright about it. It's pretty average. Next gun, L-Star. Dude, it's so bad, man. Have you picked this thing up and like swap between this and like another weapon? It takes like 5 views to pull this gun out. The hipfire is awful now. The L-Star is garbage. I'm sorry, man. Like, whatever reason they decided to hit it with a nerf this past, like, upcoming to it, they just dogging it some more, man. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. The longbow. I'm gonna put this, I don't know if I'd rather, honestly, I'd say it's pretty average. It's not bad at all. A really high damage output, 55, 44, I think, if it hits legs. And a 105 if it hits head without a, you know, a good helmet, of course. Not bad at all. The hipfire is pretty decent on it. It can really shine sometimes too. And I don't really have much to say about it, honestly. I think that's kind of it. I mean, I would rather, if I pick it up right off the rip, it's very good, like, short range. Like, you can really hit some hipfires with it. Very nice gun overall. Mozambique, C tier. It's not bad. You just need hammer points on it, and it's pretty good. A little bit underwhelming, though. Honestly, if you have hammer points on it, it goes kind of slap, dude. They can get like 100 damage. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of nutty. Sometimes they really just shine. But like, I'd rather have a PK than the Mozambique. You know, like I used to be like, damn, I'm marking the Mozambique because like, you know, kind of memes, but it was pretty good back in the day in like season 8 and shit too. But I don't know. I'd rather just run a PK. You know, P2020. I think it's the same boat. I don't know why I'd run a rock like, you know, a P2020 when I can have like the Alternator car even, or like, you know, it's quick. Let me tell you though, if I get a gold P2020, I might snake that. You know, if I'm using an R301 or flatline or something, it's a really quick, easy to gun use, but it's gotta be gold. If it's not gold, I'm just not gonna take it, man. That's just it. PK S tier right now. That's my setup. This is like one of my favorite loadouts to rock. Car PK, dude. It's so good. I'm consistently hitting like 100 on these people. 103s, 99, 90s, like 105s, bro. It's been crazy with the PK this season since they buffed it a little tiny bit. With the Mozambique as well, of course. But I think the PK is one of the best weapons in the game right now. I honestly think they should have put the EVA 8 in the care package and let the Mastiff and PK reign as the shotgunners. I think that would have been perfect, but they didn't. They just made the PK better. The Mastiff just, oh freaking P, bro. Like, it's so, the Mastiff's so nutty, dude. But the PK is nutty as well in terms of not even being a care package item. Pretty good. The Prowler. Dude, the Prowler is a low-key slapper. I'm putting it at bottom A. I don't think it deserves the right to be an average. I think, if anything, it's above average, but not by much. It really hits sometimes. I'm telling you, man, this 5-round burst is just crazy. I'd rather use a Prowler over a Hemlock. That's what I'd really say. Not much to say, though. The hipfire is pretty nutty on it. Just the burst you can get from it. I'd say when you grab it off rip, though, if you miss a burst or two, it's just over, dude. It's over for you. It kind of sucks in that sense, but once you get a mag on it and like get it a little bit higher, it's pretty slap. It's pretty slap without it, but you just can't be missing, man, with it. The R301, I'm putting that in S tier as well. I mean, I think Car's gonna stay top of the list. Yeah, okay, for sure. I think the R301 is definitely going to be S tier, man. Just the amount of use it has. I'd rather use an R301 over a flatline, and that's just me, man. I really do like the R301. It's a beam. It's just a straight up beam, and you can unaim, and it can also be a really good hit fire. You can see the same thing about the flatline, of course. But I don't really know what to tell you why I would rather have the R301 over the flatline. I think this is just personal preference, to be honest, what gun you want to use and what gun is kind of better for you. But the R301, it's just a beam in general. That's what it's designed to do, is beam people, and it does that so well. It's so consistent, and it's just like, it's just all around a good weapon. There's no reason to nerf the gun, I feel like. There's no reason to put in the supply drop. The R301 is just that all-around gun that if you're getting into this game, you should use it because it's just so good. It's so consistent. Yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say about it. I like this gun a lot. The R99, I really do like the R99. And I actually liked it over the car for quite some time. But, not anymore, not recently. I'm putting this in A tier, top of A. Listen, I really do like the R99 still. I really like it with the Windman combo. I do like it, but I think the car just does what the R99 does, but a little bit better and more consistently. I mean, you know what? No, that's wrong, man. That's so wrong. It's not that, honestly. It's not that it gets more consistent. It's just more consistently set up for the car. You can consistently set the car up better than you can the R99. So why would I want to use a car sometimes if I can't get the ammo for the R99? If I can't get the extended mag for the R99? That's what I'm kind of coming from right now. So it kind of, you know what, we're putting it in S tier. I really do like the R99 a lot, and I do enjoy using it. But recently, it's just been like, I think I just like the car a little bit better just for the fact it's more consistently to get set up. But if I do have a setup light mag, I do like to just go over the R99, so it's not nothing wrong with that. The Sentinel, if you guys know me at all, I've been ripping people alive with this weapon. So it's very hard. I gotta put it top of A. I don't feel right putting it in S tier yet, but it is super good. I use it all the time in my setup. If I find a Sentinel, I might just stick with it for a while. 70, 70, 70. You know what? Now that I'm talking about it, we're just gonna put it up in fucking S tier. It's honestly super good, man. You get 70s consistently. If you hit shots, it's disgusting. Like what, 132 for a heady? You can charge it up, man. It's pretty nutty. It's pretty consistent, and I do like it a lot. The bullet drop's pretty fire on it. The handling speed's really nice on it. However, when people say that this gun's been better than the Kraber lately, ooh, excuse me, folks. No, it hasn't. The Kraber is still disgustingly better than this one. I don't care what you say. I don't care, man. Now we got the Rampart. Wow. You know, people really shit on this gun, like, oh, it's too easy to use, you know, whatever, nerf the fucking Rampage. I said Rampart? I meant Rampage, might be. I'd rather use a Mosam and P2020 over it. If I have the car, dude, or like one of these weapons, even like an R99 or a Prowler, I'd rather use the Mosam and P2020 over the Rampage. Dude, I just don't like it. I think the hipfire is garbage on it. The reload's garbage on it. The handling speed's garbage. I haven't used it one time since they put it in the crafter. I've only seen somebody use the Rampage one time so far this season. Like I may have seen it in the kill feed more often, but I've only seen the Rampage one time that it got used against me this whole season so far. So it deserves D tier. There's no reason to use the Rampage. It's just not that good when you can use, I don't know, the goddamn Spitty, which is out now. Anyways, moving on, dude. I hate the Rampage. It's so garbage, dude. I could never use that. We got the RE. I'm just... I don't know why. No, I'm not putting it that low. Listen, for me personally, I would rather use the P2020 sometimes, but I'm thinking now more. I'm like, okay, I'm like real talk here, real talk. It's a fully automatic camera point thing. Like, you gotta take it when you can. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty good with hammer points, but like, it's average on that scale. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing special to write about. Not much to say. The Spitfire. I can go either Spitty or Flatline, man. I'm only doing this because I think the Flatline's hipfire is just better. I feel like if you were new to this game, you would much rather use... Okay, so here's what I'm going to say about this. I feel like the Spitfire's better for recoil. I feel like it doesn't even need a barrel stabilizer. It's the recoil on it is actually probably better than the Flatline. I will say I like to use the Flatline over the Spitfire, just for the fact that it has better hipfire. The hipfire on the Flatty could just be nasty from a medium range. If you're in a short range, hipfire with the Spitty is really good still, but a medium range Flatty, if there's a medium range Spitty hipfire, you can really outstrafe the fucking Spitty guy with this gun. It's crazy good. But we're talking about the Spitty here, and the reason why I'm ranking the Spitty over the Flatline, easier recoil, and the mag, dude. Like, well, you get 35 bullets off rip with a Spitfire. It's a no-brainer. It really is. Where's the 30 bullets? I don't know, man. Every time I face a guy with a Spitfire, they just don't let off the trigger. That's it. That's all they ever do. They just hold that trigger down until they run out of ammo. Even when I'm like around a corner and stop peeking, they still hold the trigger down. I see that all the time, dude. Kind of nasty. Not much to say about that though. Everyone knows what the Spitty is. Triple take. Listen, man, I did like the triple take a couple of seasons ago, but like, it's all right. It's pretty average. I mean, yeah, the shotgunning is pretty nice. I don't mind it off rip. I really don't. Like, these are the guns, like, if I get off rip, I'm kind of happy about it, except the charge rifle. I'm not going to use the charge rifle off rip. I kind of will sometimes. It's kind of funny. But, like, the triple take's a nice shotty at first. It's a nice marksman rifle. Not too much of a sniper, I'd say. It's in a really good category, but not much to say about it. I think it's just pretty average. Wingman, the last and final, the last but definitely not the worst, S tier, 100%. The Wingman's the best weapon in the game, non-care package wise. I pick it up, okay, personally, I'd rather run this combo, PK and car, than I would this combo. That's because I kind of want to go aggressive lately, but like, if I really wanted to, man. The Wingman's just nasty, dude. 45 for each body shot, 38 on the fucking big boys, and then like what, like 80 for headshots. It's just a no-brainer. 86, I think, for headshots. You can two-tap people off rip. This is one of the best guns to just pull off rip. Like, it has a low end. You don't need to use much ammo for it. 6 bullets, each bullet doing a lot of damage. It's one of the best guns to just like land. You find it, you're in good shape, dude. It's just so nice. The hip fire is good on it. The aiming down sight's good. The strafe speed is good. Everything about this weapon is just nasty. And I guess that's it. I guess that's my. Let's see. Would I change anything about this? No, I say not. I'm still leaving the D tier. Now, you know, we got all this stuff. Oh, the EVA 8, dude. I forgot this was a thing. Alright, not to say, there's nothing to say, dude. Eva's just garbage. It just really is. You know what? No. 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 There's nothing to say about it. It's just not good enough anymore. Even in gold form, nobody takes that. Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy this tier list. I hope you guys really liked my reasoning. Let me know if you guys would have any suggestions or changes about my tier list. And I guess that's all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.